Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of TREADtalks. Today looks a little bit different. It might sound a little bit different if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, but if you're watching on YouTube, you know this is the first version of TREADtalks that has been recorded like this for YouTube, and that is because today we have our first guest, and I'm so excited, guys. You probably know who she is, and if you've been keeping up with my stories on everything, you know I'm in LA right now with her. But today's guest, she does TikTok, she does Snapchat, she does Instagram. She's also an Ohio University alumni like myself. You might know her as the girl that's for the girls, not the guys. But her name is Becca Moore, aka the future president of the United States. Becca and I were not friends at Ohio University. We literally didn't even know who each other were. And then a mutual friend introduced us. And ever since, we've been kind of traveling, existing, influencing, and helping each other out, just kind of answering questions about brand deals, helping each other kind of navigate this confusing space. But today, we are going to chat about all things influencing, body confidence, what it's actually like to be traveling all the time, brand deals, just a bunch of things. And we're going to answer the questions that we got on my Snapchat story. So thanks for being here, and let's get Becca in here. All right, guys, she's here.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm your first guest.
I know. Well, I've kind of reached out to some people and asked, would you want to do this? But it's hard to figure it out when you're not in the same exact location. And I've never had a guest on before, so I wanted it to be in person. So I figured while we were in LA, we could just get it going.
I'm honored. I listened to your the first episode I did was when you were really, what was it? Were you talking about Facetune? Was that the thing?
Yeah.
Or something.
I did.
I listened to part of it. But it's weird because you're my friend, so it's weird to listen to your podcast.
I know. My friends will listen, and then they'll be like, I had to turn it off because I know you and I know, your voice, and they were like, it's too uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because, I know you. I don't know. It's just weird.
But Becca is super familiar with being on podcasts. I feel like you're literally on a different podcast every week.
I don't know why. Random ones. I used to have a podcast, too. But we quit. So
with Total Frat.
Yeah, with Total Frat. We quit because it was just we weren't getting paid enough.
It's giving Sophia Franklin.
Yeah, we weren't getting, I know, I was the greedy one. No, I'm kidding, I love Alyssa. But we weren't getting paid enough, and working for someone else when you can work for yourself is it's better to work for yourself, I think. Don't you think?
I completely agree with that. And I feel with podcasts, though, it can be a little tricky to figure out how to monetize your episodes. So I feel maybe having an overarching person helping you with that can help, but other than that, it's just so much better to be completely in control of everything.
Well, all of our deals were inbound, and it was hard to divide because it's what cut. They didn't have a podcast before, so they didn't know how to navigate the brand deals. It was basically us just all trying it out together, and we didn't know how to divide them. I don't know. We didn't know how to divide the money.
No, exactly. I feel if you were in either a podcast or a group account, I see people who share accounts with other people. I'm how do you split your brand?
I always wonder about that. The hockey guys, have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
There's 10 of them. How do they split it?
Twins, there's some
twins.
The KK Fit twins are super big in the fitness space. I'm I wonder how they split their brand deals.
Yeah.
I don't know how any of that stuff works. But Becca and I recently have been kind of helping each other out, figuring out brand deals and figuring out how much to charge, who to ask for help on stuff like that. Becca is with an agency right now. I am not. I've kind of been chatting with her agency to see if it's something I might be interested in, but we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, that'd be fun if you did.
But that's why we're out here right now, is because Becca has worked with Revolve. Is this
no.
CSM?
No.
No, I love it.
You don't have to buy Celsius.
This is an in-ad placement. But Becca's worked with Revolve, and she texted me one day. She's like, "What are you doing on like this weekend?" I was like, "Whatever you're gonna tell me I'm gonna be doing." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be there," because I knew if I could get myself to the people at Revolve in person, I could, get the email or the contact of whoever I needed to like actually like work with them. And we went to the event last night, and it went seamlessly.
It was so easy. She didn't even have to like figure out who.
No.
They came up to me and they're like, "Oh, we email you all the time," and I was like, "This is Steph," and then they introduced each other so naturally.
Yeah,
like, it was so easy.
She was like, "Oh, let me give you my email." I was like,
"Yeah."
Yes!
I honestly, it's like Wear Good Revolve is like my dream brand because they do so many fun things and I love it. And I love meeting the other influencers.
Oh, exactly. I think that a lot of people think when you go to events like that, it's just like influencers and they don't talk to each other. It's just like pictures. And,
no,
like,
it's fun.
But everyone was so nice.
It's like a college party. I got pretty drunk last night too.
Am
I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I got pretty drunk. Because it's free alcohol and then you get free clothes and like everyone's around. Like it's just so, and you're in a room full of people that you like watch online. Like that to me, I was fangirling.
I know. There's some like pretty like significant names, especially in like the TikTok space. I feel like they've been really working with TikTokers lately.
Yeah,
and it's so weird to meet them in person and have them like.
And you can touch them. It's just so weird. It's like Flossie Baby. I was dying. I was like, "Oh my god, you're real!" And I can like hug you. I don't know. I'm like such a fangirl though. I fangirl over everyone. I don't know. I love things like that. I love being in like rooms with like other influencers.
Yeah,
honestly, because I don't feel like I'm like being douchey when I.
No, exactly. And so I feel like a lot of people who are in the influencing space, they get, what's it called when you like think you don't deserve something?
Oh, imposter syndrome.
Yeah, imposter syndrome. So today I went and I did a little collaboration, whatever, with the Talks LA and Well People, which is like a skincare brand, and they gave me a 45-minute facial, and it was like free, and I was like the whole time I'm literally thinking to myself like, I don't fucking deserve this.
Yes, you do.
Like, oh, it makes me feel so weird.
Yes, you do, dude. You are like the most hardworking person ever.
Oh my god, keep going.
For real. You do deserve it. You built your own brand. Like, are you kidding?
It's just so like crazy. Like LA is really different. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything here, like truly, if you are an influencer and you are in LA, your options are endless. You can get everything.
Everything is for free. It's almost like this city's built around influencing.
No, literally.
My hair's falling out. Oh my god, you guys.
That's a lot of hair.
That's like a chunk of hair. I'm like actually a little bit scared about that. Wait, for real.
That's kind of hot. Google that one. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm keeping this as my.
It's a souvenir.
It's
my little. I give it out to everyone. I go on their podcast.
No, but seriously, like in LA,
it's
everything
built around influencing, and you can just. Also, one thing I'm learning from Steph, that's so funny that you say that you have imposter syndrome.
Only sometimes. Only in LA, I swear.
Today, we walked past the Dior pop-up thing, and Steph's like, we're going in. We're going in. I'm in a bra, like an actual bralette, like looking like I'm going to the pool in a bikini top. And I was so insecure because I just got my boobs done. Sorry.
Chest surgery.
Yeah, chest surgery. And I'm not used to my boobs yet. Anyway, I was so insecure the whole time, and Steph was like, you're going in. Like, she didn't really give me a choice. And I'm so glad I went in.
Yeah.
And it's so cute, but you always, like, make me do things I don't want to do.
No.
In a good one.
I would push you out of your comfort zone.
She pushes me out of my comfort zone, and I'm like, thanks. Because I'm nervous. I get nervous. I don't know. Dude, I get nervous around, like, when I meet people, I'm like, sorry.
No, you guys know, like, if you have been around, my content, I never really get nervous or uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, I would say sometimes I get like intimidated, but I wasn't like, maybe like before the last Revolve event we went to, because it was so big and so many people, I was like so big. Intimidated. But this one was super intimate. I didn't feel like any type of like nervousness.
It was like a house party.
Yeah, it's like very, very chill. But it is funny because, like she said, everything is set up like revolved around Instagrammers and TikTokers. So there's ring lights everywhere. There's tripods everywhere. And
everything's like a photo op.
Everything. And people have like their lights on their phones. Like, everyone's vlogging, and it's normal. No one's annoyed by it. No one is like judging them for taking 100 photos. Like it's very normal out here.
Yeah, and also like I was doing that stuff. Okay, I was like making people take pictures of me and like making funny thing like content things in public even before I had any follower. Like I had like I don't know, like I was just 1,000 followers, and I was like, I want to take a cute pic. Like, why do people judge people for taking pictures in public?
No,
I don't get that. I've never even like I don't get it. Like everyone wants cute pictures. It's like fun to look back on moments and be like, oh, thank God I have this really pretty picture of this me in front of the sunset. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I completely agree, especially when you're in like a small town, or maybe you're still in high school and you're not, you know, high school's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
So it's like the people, they judge you, but as soon as you make
it, that's when they're like, hey, wait, how did you, they ask you for advice, and it's like, you're the people that, like, sometimes, you know those, like, loose friends that, like, aren't really, like, rooting for you, kind of, and, like, they don't root for you until you made it. And also, another thing, this is kind of a sidetrack, I think that a misconception about, like, being an influencer is, like, those people that do have followers and are, like, making content are, like, the chosen ones, kind of. And they're not. Anyone. Dude, a year ago, was I an influencer? No, I wasn't. I'm not a chosen one. Like, I literally just started doing it. Like, any of you could do it. Like, it's not like, I don't know. You know, I used to think that I, like, don't deserve, like, I shouldn't be, I don't know, like, actors and influencers and, like, anyone in that space is, like, born into that kind of thing, but you're not. Like, it's, like, anyone can do it.
No, exactly. I completely agree with that. Like, I tell people all the time, and I've talked about this on the podcast before, I'm like, if you have ever wanted to be an influencer and you're not doing it, why not? Like, anyone can make it. Like, you might have to put in, like, a year or 2 or 3 or maybe only 6 months of hard work, but you will have your time.
You will.
But you just gotta deal with everyone talking shit when you're on the wave.
That held me down so, oh my God, I would say that to girls. Dude, do not worry about people and your, like, frat boys. Do not worry about what they think about you, because guess what? All those frat boys right now, they're, like, sitting in their 9-to-5 office, and I'm, like, in LA in a nice hotel, like, going to fun events, and they're like, oh my God, she's hot now. Like, what's she doing? It's like, why was it held me back. I could have been so much. Sometimes I beat myself up. I could have been way further along in my career by now if I just started in college, but I waited until after. So that makes me a little bit annoyed at myself. You don't want to look back and regret things.
Yeah.
That's all, You just start now.
It's super interesting, though, because in my head, I feel like the influencer, like, range is, like, 18 to, like, 23, but then we go to Revolve, and we meet these girls who are, like, 27 to, like, 33, and even older, whatever. But it's, like, we still have at least 10 years of our prime, quote, years of, like, influencing, doing that, whatever. And so it's like, if you think it's too late and you're already done college and you're hating your 9-to-5, like, it's not too late. Like, you can still do it. You're not too old at all. Like,
no.
Most of the girls at Revolve event last night were older than 27. Mm-hmm. Like, they were older.
Yeah, and I didn't start until after college, so you have time. Your life doesn't end after college. Like, you don't die, you know? A lot of people just get engaged. I thought that was it, like, graduating.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, well,
it's hard. It's like, how do you make friends, like, after college? Like, you don't have a sorority, you don't have, like, the college bars or class or anything.
I was, like, miserable. Like, I was, like, drinking so much wine by myself after. I graduated in, like, COVID, and I was just, like, so sad. I was like, I miss college so much. It was so hard, the transition.
Anyway. Was it hard to make friends when you moved to Nashville?
No. I kind of, yeah, a little bit.
I feel like Nashville's pretty young and hip.
Nashville's a different city. Everyone there is really nice, and everyone just moved there too, and everyone's, like, the same age. So Nashville's a bad example. I'm moving to LA now, and I'm a little bit worried about making friends here. That is the thing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I wish you were moving here.
I wouldn't be as much concerned about, like, making friends here, but making, like, genuine friends. Yeah. Because everyone here is, like, an influencer, and they, like, want to collab and everything, but it's like, who's going to be that person that's down for you at 3 a.m.
like,
on a Sunday when you, like, just got broken up with?
That's what I'm a little bit, that's what I'm worried about, dude. Like,
but you'll find it. You'll find it for sure. It's just definitely going to take a minute.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah.
It's going to be like graduating from, I don't know, it's just going to be, I don't know, another new city, I guess.
Yeah. Dude, I think, I said this back the other week. I said, think she should make like a Facebook group for people, because if you haven't seen Becca's content, go look at it. It's hilarious, but it's very much for the girls type of content. And like, which my stuff is too, which we get along like obviously super well, but our content also aligns pretty well. And I feel like a Facebook group with like all the girls like who like are in your like little army would be like so good. And then you can meet girls in LA that are like normal, not influencers.
Yeah, I wish TikTok had like a forum thing like Facebook, because I mean Facebook's outdated, but at least you can interact easier, and like other people can interact and like become friends too. Because on TikTok my comments are the people are so funny and like have the best like ideas and like lines, and I just wish I could like interact with them more. So I don't know. TikTok needs to like get an update and have like stories and like I don't know. It needs to be. I just want another Facebook, I guess. Yeah,
I know.
I think you're right. I should do it, but I don't know how to transfer an audience, so it's hard.
Yeah, the turnover is definitely hard, but
how did you turn over? How do you make like your
I just got so lucky. Well, obviously, like mix of hard work and luck, but like my timing in the industry, like into this, was just impeccable because I joined right before COVID happened.
What, Facebook?
Yeah. Well, I started my Facebook communities from my Instagram, but my Instagram was like growing the same as my TikTok, like pace wise, kind of during COVID.
So how fast did your Instagram grow? Like
not very fast. Like it took me over a year. Like for the whole first year, I only had like 2,000 followers, getting like 100 likes, whatever. And then when TikTok came around, shit started to grow.
Yeah, that's what happened for a lot of TikTok's so organic. It's so awesome.
I love it.
It's so easy to. I would suggest TikTok if you were trying to build a following.
What's your favorite like brand deal you've done on TikTok?
Revolve. Just because they let me say, like, they don't even give me a guideline of like what to say. They're like, you can make fun of the clothes if you want. They love my and like they let me be very organic to the point where it's like people don't even know it's ads at that point. I like it when brands let me say whatever I want. I recently worked with a brand. Oh my god, I won't say the brand. It's a major brand though. It's a big brand. Okay. I worked with a brand, and they literally, at first, they framed it like, say whatever you want, like, make it funny, but, like, make it about this. So I made it about what they wanted. They made me reshoot this 4 times. Yeah. 4 times, and then line by line made me change the things I said and, like, the jokes I told. And I was like, this isn't funny anymore. Like, it's just, when I can't be myself, I feel, like, choked down. Like, I can't, like, I hate that. Yeah. I hate that.
That exact same thing happened to me, but I'm just gonna say the brand, like fuck it, I'm not in contract, but Daily Harvest, like I made them like this video, like so like natural, and they were like no, and they sent me back exactly what to do, second by second. Yeah. They'd be like at like the 3.2 second mark, you have to. I'm like whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like that's a lot.
Does that make you want to buy something when you have when your favorite influencer reads a script to you? No. I want to see, like, people actually talking candidly. Like, that makes me more likely to buy a product. Yeah. Or, like, if you're, like, being fun about it or, like, being natural. Like, if I know something's an ad, I scroll no matter what. Like, I don't know. I just don't like being sold things. Unless it's, like, something that the person actually likes. So, if brands would just, like... That's why Revolve is good, because we met those girls... Like, we met the people that are behind it. They were young girls like us that are, like, in charge of 25-year-old girls. Which is... genius. Like 25, like young girls are just so in tune with marketing, and like I really think that like early 20 girls should be like the ones running like the America. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. I love them so much. They're so smart and just in tune with like marketing stuff and like different social media platforms. So that's why Revolve is so successful. I really think because it's like young girls doing marketing.
I completely agree. Do you feel like joining an agency has benefited you to the point where it's like what's it called, cost benefit, whatever? It's like, is it worth losing that 20% of the price of the brand deal to have an agency, in your opinion?
So for me, yeah, but I'm a little bit different. I have like really bad ADHD to the point where like I won't do anything if like I don't have someone doing like assisting, like doing it for me. So for me, my managers kind of like, they handle all my emails and stuff like that, and like following up with the brand, and they like make sure I do the actual thing like that I need to do. For someone like you though, I feel like you're a little bit more organized. I'm just not very organized. Like, it just depends on, like, your personality. So for me, I literally need it, but...
Wait, I'm a Capricorn.
I'm a Gemini.
Wait, I feel like Gemini's, like, there's always, like, they're the
Two
only
signs.
sign that's, like, on t-shirts. Like, every
Yeah.
shirt says Gemini.
Yeah.
Earrings.
Well, Geminis are kind of wild. Well, we have, like, 2 different sides. And I agree. Like, every time I read it, I'm like, yeah, I'm a Gemini. Like, I feel like I'm wild. And I, like, don't really care about... I'm an air sign, and she's, like, an earth sign.
Yeah.
I, like, don't care about, like, anything, really. I'm just like, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty grounded.
No,
like,
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm, like, just
I
an
know.
airy person. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
like, whatever, I'll do whatever.
I know, we were both supposed to go to the facial situation, and I
I
looked
forgot.
down. I know, we were in the room together. I looked down at my phone, like, oh my god, it starts in 15 minutes. And in LA, you can't get anywhere in
No,
15
you
minutes.
cannot get
And I was like, oh my god, like, I think I'm gonna go. And she was like, just go without me.
Yeah, I forgot, dude. I forget everything. I don't know. They didn't even notice I was there.
No.
They did not care.
No.
It was okay.
What's the coolest in-person event you've gotten invited to?
Like Justin Bieber and Drake
Yeah,
Revolve
okay, yeah.
things.
Dude,
And, like,
Revolve is just, there
it is,
yeah.
yeah, but, like, also, like, oh, I just got invited to a magazine launch in Charleston.
Oh my god.
Yeah, with Hype House. So.
What the heck?
Yeah, I
Are
never told
you
you
Lil Huddy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Wait, oh my
forgot.
god, maybe you'll be on the Netflix show.
Are they filming that still?
I don't know.
I'm going to Charleston at the end of April.
That's exciting. I
Yeah.
love Charleston. Or
Yeah.
is it like at like the College of Charleston? Or like at
Dude, I know. Pauly D's gonna be there though. That's the
my
coolest thing.
god.
I'm in love with Pauly D. I'm in love with him. He's my biggest celebrity. Oh my god. You
He's
guys.
your biggest celebrity
Yes,
crush.
I really think so. Do you ever watch Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
Do you ever? He is so fast with like how smart. He's just so funny. I don't know.
Well,
He's my biggest. Maybe him and like Jake Gyllenhaal or something.
No.
Yeah.
How can you say that?
I don't know. Not after Taylor Swift.
I know.
But I really do. I don't know. I really like Pauly D. So I'm gonna see him in person.
You should make out with him.
I'm gonna. Well, he has a girlfriend who he like really loves.
Oh.
It's like not even like a girlfriend that he breaks up with ever.
Oh,
Like,
that's really good for
they're
them.
really together. Like, and I like, damn it, they're gonna get married. So.
You're so like in tune with pop culture. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know everything.
Oh, I'm.
Like,
Oh,
she
dude.
knows everything. She knows everyone.
I'm in so many different like,
Yeah.
like
You're in everyone's
Niche.
drama.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I figure out a way.
Like she has drama with everybody.
Oh yeah. I don't have to. Okay.
That- she's not the drama, but she knows about it and knows people directly. Like I'm like, how can you have
People
so many
like-
problems with A-list celebrities?
Yeah, dude. People just what's the word? What's the word when you tell someone a secret?
Confide.
Confide in me a lot. I think it's just because I tell so many secrets. Like I'll openly say anything to people, so they just tell me things back.
Oh my
But
God.
now I just know too much about like random
Yeah.
drama with celebrities and like because that's not normal for me. Like I don't know. Never mind. Like,
Especially like being in Nashville though too. I feel
Yes,
like there's
yeah.
such an influx of like celebrities, like The Bachelor, all those people,
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
time. Like, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, do you see a lot of like celebrities out in Nashville?
Yeah, the country like Chase Rice is always waddling around. Dude, he's like a waddler. He's like everywhere. One time, okay, I'm just gonna expose him right now. One time he slid in my DMs
Oh,
and said, "What's your phone number?" That's it. Just what's your phone number? Without a hi. Just what's your phone number?
I
Like,
already know you gave it to him. Though.
Yeah, of course. And I posted about it on my private site because I was excited at the time. This is like before I had a TikTok. This is like right
Yeah.
after college. And
Well, your Insta's been like sexy for a minute.
oh
Like,
yeah, I was a face
No,
tuner.
you've
I was a face tuner.
Oh, we're gonna get into that after.
Oh, okay. So he slid in my DMs and was like, "What's your number?" I gave him my number, and then I think he like texted me hi, and then I was like hi, and then he left me on red, and then he went home. He went home with my friend, but like, I guess he like sent the same thing to like 20 different girls. Like he looked up the Nashville location because I was there on vacation, and he just like looked up like 20 girls, DM'd like 20 of them, and then went home with them.
What?
Yeah,
That's a serial killer move.
yeah, dude. I mean, it worked. He went home. Yeah,
Wait, so that was before you lived in Nashville?
that was
You
when I
were,
was on
like,
vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
But they're
God.
like country singers are like grimy, I will say. But yeah, The Bachelor is always there. All those people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your content is like for the girls,
Yeah.
but you are like obviously gorgeous, and I feel like you get in a lot of like nice DM slides and stuff. And I feel like when you see like the blue check, and let alone like a name like James Bryce or whatever, it's like
No, not the cool.
Yeah,
that guy's not.
yeah, I don't really. It's like I don't know. Like it's crazy nowadays. Like what the presence on social media like does, like even in like a relationship, like flirty sense, like it's like if a blue check is in your DMs, you're like suddenly more intrigued than if it's like Joe Schmo from down the road.
Yeah, but yeah, you have a boyfriend though.
I don't get DM slides.
I don't. As honestly, like once they figure out, like once they find my TikTok, they're pretty much like I'm out because they're like scared. Like it would. I would say I would get more like DM slides when I was in my Facetune era. Okay. Honestly, because I was just being a Facetune girl, you know, like just trying to look hotter than I was. So, now that once they slide over and see my like real stuff, like making fun of guys, but it does. At first I was really concerned about that because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be single forever if I make fun of guys so much.
No.
But now I really like am glad, a little bit grateful because if a guy doesn't get my sense of humor and stuff, like it's never gonna work anyway. And like yeah, it's kind of like weeding out people.
No, exactly.
That aren't cool.
No, seriously, so. I genuinely. I'm trying to think right now. I don't think I've gotten one male DM slide except for from girls' boyfriends messaging me like, what like shorts should I get? Or like the shorts I got my girlfriend, she loved them. Like the cutest messages like that. It's like, but I think that's another like reason why, like Jack, my boyfriend, he has like no problems with what I do or how I do my content because it's not like I'm like, I don't know, like I'm not like inviting like any, like you know what I mean? There's like no confusion. My intentions. I'm
a little bit different. My Instagram, your Instagram and your like TikTok and your YouTube is all integrated into one thing.
Yeah.
If you just like come across my Instagram, you wouldn't really know. And I'm still in a mindset of like trying to be a hot girl and like a secret funny girl. Like I'm not really like trying to do it. Put it like post videos of myself talking on my Instagram. But I do try to keep my world separate. But now I have to integrate. Like literally career, I have to make it all the same now. But but even if you were getting a bunch of like DMs and stuff, you should have, like your boyfriend would be. I feel like
would too.
You guys just need a good boyfriend. Like even if you're getting a bunch, even if you're a hot girl, that doesn't mean you deserve like a controlling fucking boyfriend. Sorry, didn't mean to cuss.
No, I think I've dropped a couple.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, there's no filter. Like,
but yeah, a boy should be secure. So
no, exactly. And if you are in a relationship right now with someone who is insecure and they are like taking their insecurities out on you, just remember that it has nothing to do with you. It's like a true reflection of them. So don't let that like, destroy your like mental health, your social health. Like don't let it prevent you from going out. I talk about social health a lot because I've never really heard of anyone else talking about it. So you have like your physical health, you work out. You have your mental health, you meditate, you sleep, you watch Netflix, you do whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you have your social health, which is like going out and like making sure that you can enjoy a night in, which is great. But I went through a phase where I wouldn't go out at all because I was so obsessed with like my work and like trying to grow my socials and like everything like that. So I think that having a good balance of like social health is like super important.
I was thinking that like we were just talking about that how for my birthday I want to do a trip where like I don't post like on TikTok or like feel the need to like grow my socials for like a week. Like that would be nice because it's hard when you're doing social media. It's like your real life and your career blends into one kind of. And it's just like, dude, I should always be posting. Like I wake up and I'm like, I don't know. It just stresses you out eventually. There's no like clocking in, clocking out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly. And especially when you're traveling and you're going to LA and you're doing things like that.
Oh my god,
you go to these events, you like have to take pictures of everything.
Taking pictures, but also you're drinking too. It's like, and I'm hungover, but I'm still supposed to be like doing things. Like I'm like, I'm so dead.
But I agree. Like my trip to Turks and Caicos, like nothing like branded on that, which was except for like the bikinis, but like that was like optional. They didn't make me make content. I just took pictures, and so I took all my pictures in one day so that I could spend the whole trip just like genuinely relaxing. And I feel like for your birthday, we should do something like that.
Like I want a cute pic still, but I don't want to.
I did like a content day. Like Jack like literally took all my pictures for me in one day, so that the rest of our trip I didn't stress. I didn't make a single TikTok. I didn't do anything.
That would be so nice. Like even thinking about like not even feeling the stress of like I have to film something would be so nice. But yeah,
anyway. It's a little bit. It can get a little tricky when important parts of your trip are low-key brand deals. Like the room that we're staying in right now, it's like a media rate. I still don't know if we have to do anything.
I don't even know either. They're mean to us.
It's like, you know what I mean? But like when free flights, free stay. And I talked about this on my last episode when I like talked about like, so you want to be an influencer. It's like, yes, influencers get all that shit for free.
But you have to like sell your soul a little bit. You have to like, you know when you're like in an airport and you're like, dude, I'm tired. I just want to sleep on this plane. Oh, no. If you have a free flight, you have to be like, I love this flight. Hey, how fun is this, you guys? It's like, dude, I just want to be a normal person for a second. Somehow, oh my God. Also, not to like, this is totally douchey to complain about. Okay, I'm just going to complain about it anyway.
We probably sound evil right
I know, I'm so sorry. But there's this one thing. Okay, I get like spray tans, okay? And when you go get a spray tan, you are at your most natural state ever. You're exfoliated all the way off, like no makeup. Your hair looks crazy. Like you just have to be so natural. And I hate when people, dude, this, I think it was like a guy that recognized me and he like, I saw him like take a picture. I don't know.
Oh my God, he like took a picture of you and your naked mole rat. Like,
just like things like that. I always feel like nervous and natural just because, I don't know. I'm like, ugh.
No.
Yeah.
No, you definitely do get like recognized places a lot more than I do because I feel like my audience is kind of a little bit younger. And I don't know, you have like the going out type of girls that like follow your content.
So they're drunk when they. I'm not even kidding. It's like every time they get drunk, I always meet like 10 people. But
so kind of like you mentioned a few minutes ago when you were in like your Facetune era, the era that I think we've all been through. I've talked about it before. Did you ever like meet people out, like fans or whatever, and be nervous that they like would think that you looked super different than your Instagram?
Yeah, all the time. One time, someone came up to me and told me I look a lot different.
Stop.
Yeah.
Like,
you look
ugly.
What? Well, they just said I look different. That's actually happened twice. People have said that. But I stopped when people were commenting on my TikTok and saying, hey, like, you really, like, make content for girls. I don't understand why you faced. And I was getting that. The first time I got that comment, where they're like, why are you face-tuning your pictures? I was like, oh my God, this person's crazy. No one can tell I'm face-tuning. But then it happened like with 4 different people. It was like a lot of people kept like, I don't know. It was just, if where there's smoke, there's fire. Like if people are saying the same thing to me over and over, then I know like other people are just being silent and not saying anything. Yeah. And I was like, can people really tell? And then I started, okay, when you start face-tuning, it's so hard to stop. And it was almost to the point where I look back and I find the originals versus the face-tuned ones, and I'm like, that is 2 different, I wouldn't recognize that person, 2 different pictures of people, and it's almost like I was making myself look different, but sometimes I would like make myself look worse on accident. Like I would make my eyes so big and like my chest looked disproportional for my body. Anyway, I got a big job, so I'd never have to do that again. But I was like, why? I don't know what I look like. Like I had no idea what I looked like at one point. Like I looked so different. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. I've shown some of the pictures, and I really thought they looked good. Like on TikTok, I made a series about it.
Yeah, your series did really well, and I think that's because low key. And if you're listening to this right now, you probably relate. We've all fucking done that shit, and you can go back and look at pictures from like high school or whenever you were doing it, and you're like, I did not look like that, and it's like so obviously edited. Like, how did I ever think that was okay? So it gave you good content at least.
Yeah, it gave me good content, but it's almost sad because like there are some memories, like really special moments. Like there's these like really pretty pictures I have of like me and my friends by a sunset. Yeah. And I warped my face so badly, like I had to take the picture down off my hands. It's just like pretty pictures where like I totally ruined them. Yeah. And then sometimes like you look back at a time that I was the most insecure ever. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I was cute. Like, why was I being so mean to myself? I was cute. Like, what else is going on in my head that, like, there's always, like, an underlying problem.
Oh, for sure.
It was definitely my self-esteem. Like, I don't know.
For sure.
So.
And I can remember times in high school using Facetune, editing pictures, and then deleting the original. So now, if I go back, I'm like,
oh, it's sad.
What did I actually look like?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I would love to, like, see. It's sad. It's like, I just wish I had these memories that weren't ruined by literally Facetune. Like, it's just sad. Yeah. And it's everyone can tell when you're doing it. Like, sorry, you can tell. And but if you are still doing it, you can't stop right now. It's okay. Like I'm like I said, I'm not judging you at all. Like because I understand because I went through it, and it's impossible to just quit cold turkey. But I really think you'll regret it if you keep doing it.
Yeah. And I've talked about this before. An angle that I look at it, well, I went from like face tuning my like personal account photos like before Defining Fitness ever existed to doing the complete opposite and like posting like just like my worst angles, no filter, all of that stuff. But the way that I like to think about it is like one day your daughter, your niece, your whatever is gonna be like, Mom, can I see pictures of you at prom? And she's gonna be like, oh my God, you looked so beautiful. Like, I wish that
I looked like that. And it's like, I'm your daughter. Why don't I look like you, Mom? I can't. That's so sad. Like, how would you feel if your mom if my mom only had Facetune pictures and I had to compare myself to that at the same age? I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So what the heck?
No, exactly. So it's definitely something that everyone, I feel like our age and younger and older have like struggled with, whether it was like Facetune or another like platform that you're using. But now it's getting fucking scary too, because have you seen like that face app where you change your act, like the whole face is like completely different?
Dude, you guys, just like, you are beautiful. You don't need to put your makeup, I don't know, like fake makeup on Facetune. Also, guys, I've caught one time. I caught my boyfriend Facetune.
Oh my God. Oh,
His name's Andrew.
Oh, okay, ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, ex.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he had Facetune and he posted. I really hope there's no way he'll listen.
No.
He posted like a story, and like the original and the story that he posted were very different. And he edited his like legs to like look different and his dick to like. I'm sorry.
No, you can say.
Okay, his private part to look bigger.
No, there's no filter
for there to be a bulge like there. I'm not even kidding. I saw it and like the guys are face tuning too.
That's so. I never in my brain. I'm never laying.
And he's like a manly man. Like this guy's like manly. Like hockey player. Yeah. He's a hockey player. Yeah. Guys are face tuning too.
That's a hot take. I mean, like, I never think about that. I'm never like, you know, like a flexing like picture, like maybe they're like editing their biceps and stuff.
Yeah, this guy from our college I used to date too, he whitens his teeth, so I'll tell you who it is later, but yeah, the guys are using it too because they see girls using it.
Yeah.
And they also, like, one time in New York City, I, like, ran into these guys and they were, like, talking crap about a girl that was, like, like, the guys know when you're face-tuning too.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
No, they definitely do. And I feel like, well, I actually I've mentioned this, that I only do really selective brand deals. And one of the, like, type of brands that I love to work with is bikini brands. And I can send them my content after I make it. And in the, like, content brief or whatever, it literally says, like, no, like, Photoshop or Facetune pictures, like, will be accepted. Mm-hmm. And they can, like, see the backlog of how you edited a photo. Like, if you, like, download a photo, you can see every, like, platform it was put into to, like, filter or edit or change. And they said, like, I'm not gonna say which brand, but there are some brands out there who, like, if you send them something that, like, has, like, you can tell that it's, like, Facetune, like, you'll never get product from them again.
You'll never get product from them again?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, dude, also The Bachelor, they will check to see if your pictures are Facetune when they send them in. But just because you're going to...
Wait, did you watch the Women Tell All this year?
No.
I forget who...
I saw clips of it.
They, like, roasted someone. They were, like, someone about... Something was sliding into DMs. And it was
yeah, shouldn't they?
No, it was another girl. I can, like, picture her face in my head. But basically they said, of course people slide into your DMs. Like, you're so face-tuned. I was like... Oh my God.
Don't call it. Alright, also don't be mean to your friend about it. Like, the best thing you can do, something that helped me was, like, everyone knew I was face tuning. And I would even tell my friends, but they would always be like, you are very pretty, Becca. And just drilled it into my head until, like, instead of being like, ew, you look so different. I don't know. There's really nothing you can do when you're in it. No, it's like really, it's like... I'm not kidding, it's like a mental illness, like it was bad.
Facetune is a mental illness. That's going to be the title of the podcast app.
Right, because you look at those pictures and you're like, oh, I don't want to look like that anymore. But
no, exactly.
So, I don't know.
I feel like another way that, like, you can, like, help someone in your life who's, like, still, like, really struggling with that, like, body image and just, like, editing everything is just kind of, like, reminding them. You've never met someone in person in your life who was like, oh, your eyes should be bigger. Like,
no, why would you ever?
People meet you all the time and they're like, you're so pretty. Like, I guarantee people have met you listening to this and they're like, you're so pretty. Like, I love this about you. like the tiny little things you're like changing about yourself. Has anyone ever pointed that out on you?
No.
No.
No, not even like when my skin was at its worst. People weren't saying like, I wish your like skin was smoother today, or like, I wish your waist was tinier. Other than that, you
Yeah.
were pretty. No one's like looking at your pictures like that. You're only looking. You're your own harshest critic. Like you're looking at yourself in the lens of like what you think you should look like, but no one else is looking at you like that. No one is saying, if only she could just define her eyeliner a little bit more, or like make her nose a little bit smaller, then she'd be hot. No, people, if you think you're hot, everyone thinks you're hot.
Facts.
If you think you're hot, everyone thinks you're hot. That's it.
No, that's actually so true. Like
it's the energy that people give off.
And confidence. Like even the way that you walk into a room. Like,
yes.
I like if. For example, if we like went to the Revolve event last night and we like scurried in and like were like super awkward, like, and like no one would have approached us because like we would have looked uncomfortable. But like we walk in, head held high, like I like wasn't even like really supposed to be there, but I'm like,
yes, you were.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like anywhere you go, no matter what you're wearing, what you're doing, do that shit with pride and confidence because.
I need to get better at that. Like, I'm not very honestly. I'm not that confident. Well, I'm confident, but like. I get nervous sometimes. Yeah. I like you are very confident. Like you exude this like confident energy, and I'm more like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to work on that too. But at least I'm not like editing my body anyway. So yeah.
It'll be good to like. I feel like your confidence levels in like social situations will improve to living out here because you're gonna be thrown into it so much more.
I'm good at meeting like.
Oh, you're so good at meeting people.
But like. I still do the imposter syndrome thing because I look at like the things I get to do through the lens of like, oh my god, I've been a fan of this or this forever, and they want to work with me. They're crazy. Yeah. I'm lucky. Instead of being like, oh, if I get an opportunity, I deserved the opportunity that I got, and I don't ever feel like I totally deserved it. I always just feel very lucky.
Well, I feel like part of that comes because. And you and I kind of relate on this. Like, there's people in your life who aren't going to support what you're doing, even if it's someone like your mom or your family. Yes. Fortunately, my mom, she literally doesn't understand influencer or anything, but she still supports me. But, you know, there's been other people where it's like, I get a brand deal, I tell them about it, and they get mad. They're like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they want to hear about it until they realize, like,
you're doing better
how much you're getting paid. I think people, I don't think people think I'm, like, I don't know what people think. It's, like, and also another hard thing, like, if you're not even just influencing, if you randomly become successful at whatever you're doing, the people, your best friends, sometimes it's going to be a little bit hard for them because they're going to be like, okay, well, I was right there with her, and, like, how did she do that? And, like, now I'm here, and she's there. I've noticed, like, sometimes it's, like, the people closest to you that it's hard for. Like, my siblings, for example, like, they're like, what? And I don't know. Yeah. My family isn't very supportive. Sorry, guys. They're not even they don't even watch my stuff. Yeah. So that's been hard and still something I'm kind of working through. But I can't like dwell on like trying to make my family or anyone be like super supportive. Yeah. I have to just support myself and like focus on people that do support me.
Oh, exactly. It's like you just have to realize that even if you are making like comedy bit style content, like you're leaving an impression on so many people. Yeah. Like people go out of their way to say hi to you. You know what I mean? Like things like that. Like it's like, okay, so one day, and I remember this happened to me. I was like with my family, and a girl comes up to me, and she's like,
"Oh, that would be awesome."
I was like, "This is what I needed.
That would be so like that would just be so satisfying because none of them really. I don't know where they think I'm getting my money. Like I don't know. I don't think they believe me. But that would be awesome if like someone would. So can anyone?
Okay, if you ever see her,
if I'm with my family,
streets,
I'm begging you.
You have to.
Just so that they'll finally be like, oh, okay, fine, yeah.
Like make something up and be like, I can't believe
you changed my life, Becca. That one TikTok like changed my life forever. That would be awesome. I'll pay you.
Wait, you know when people make videos trying to like hit on someone specific, and then the whole comment section is people like leaving comments supporting them. So like if you were to make a video trying to like thirst trap someone particular, I would be like, oh my god, Becca, thank you for that lung that you gave me last month.
Thanks for the kidney.
Yeah, like,
can you guys do it? Yeah, comment on my face.
But on like her mom's face.
On my mom's face. Like, thank you for giving us the world, your daughter. Thank you, Kathy. That would be awesome.
That's so funny though, because like all your content's like my mom's the villain, like stuff like that, and I feel like it's fun and it's like joking and stuff. But I feel like for a lot of creators, people don't really know like what's actually going on like underneath.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting because like you make fun content and other people make content like that too, but you never know if like maybe this person like really is like struggling or like really isn't close with their family or like things like that, but everyone's just kind of using it to like laugh at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is. It's so weird. It's therapeutic to laugh at, but also when people are like more, I'm like, okay, let me go through my suppressed trauma. Literally, I'm like, okay, hang on. How do I make this funny so that you guys want to watch it instead of because I could frame it so differently, like where it would be like dark and bad, where it's like, are you okay? But like honestly, making jokes about it kind of does help. Like even just like telling stories helps me. I don't know. That's how I kind of deal with everything. Because, like, it's not just my family stuff, but it's, like, even, like, other things. Like, the Facetune thing, that was kind of dark. If you think, I could frame everything differently.
Yeah.
Just how you look at it. Like, I don't know. I talk, and, like, times I've been broken up with, like, things like that.
Yeah.
I just make it into jokes. But it honestly helps. I feel better every time.
Yeah. And it's nice, too. Well, okay, it's for me, I like putting things where I'm super vulnerable out there, and then people see it and they resonate and it helps them.
Yeah.
But then I get so uncomfortable when it's people I know seeing it.
Oh, yeah, boys.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, no, that's for the strangers only.
When I post things in my head, it goes into like a weird void. Like,
Same.
like I don't think about it.
I turn my phone off right away. I'm like,
yeah,
get away.
I just did that. Yeah. No. Ugh. Thinking about like your cousins or something saying it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that gives me the edge.
Yeah, and then you have to like go see them. Like
I know, and you see them at Christmas, and they're like, "I love that bikini photo from July."
Like really hot.
No.
Ew. Or like your boy cousins. You have that.
Oh no. I hate that. Okay, that's a good transition. Let's do a little cringe segment here. We're gonna talk about some of our biggest icks.
Okay.
Because you do a lot of content about like things that give you the ick and like things that boys shouldn't be allowed to do. So let's go like back and forth and say either something that gives us the ick or something that we feel like boys should like not be allowed to do.
Oh, selfie. Like, dude, when they do this face where like they reply to your Snapchat and they're like, wait, what's the face that they do? It's like pretending to like be confused
like
by what
the
you
squint,
say.
the eyebrow squint.
Yeah, like why do you do that? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't like that.
I feel like one of mine would be ordering Shirley Temples.
Who has ever done that in your life?
Dude, so bartend. Well, did you ever have people with bartend?
Yeah,
or if they order,
actually, you're right. That did happen like twice.
Weird drinks or like a vodka lemonade. I'm like,
ew. No, that's not for you.
You can have a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, you can have just straight vodka or whiskey, whatever you do. Yeah, also like guys that. The social media thing is just so indicative of like if a guy is cool or not. I don't know. I just feel like they shouldn't be. I don't know. I'm trying to think of
like if a guy like has like a big like social platform, like it's like ick.
Yeah, it's a little icky unless it's like for a random reason. But I went on a date once. Oh god, I went on a date with someone and they like were so excited to order something. And the restaurant was out of it,
no.
and he kept talking about the food before, and the waiter had to be like, "We don't have that," and it was just so embarrassing. Like I don't know, I can't, dude.
Ew, that's icky.
I don't know. I'm so icky because I just felt guilty. I was like, "Ooh, sad." Anytime I like kind of feel like embarrassed, like secondhand, like embarrassed, or oh my god, you know what's icky when you're walking into a new place with a guy, and like it's a new place for them too. And like they don't know where to go, kind of.
And they're like just like looking around, just like,
they're like looking around like you are.
It's like why didn't you take the 3D tour before we got there?
Yeah, like, why haven't you been here 20 times? Why aren't you leading me? Like I don't know. Like when they like don't know things or like when they have to like ask questions or something.
God.
I can't, dude. I can't. I don't know why. Like maybe that. I don't know.
Okay, I think boys should not be allowed to wear slides, like those flip flops that are just the strap. Slides.
I don't know.
Nothing enrages me more than a slide. I don't know what it is. It's icky to me.
And like kind of like weird clothes. Also though, well, I was gonna say it's almost harder to like not have any fashion sense, but at least some fashion sense, right? I don't know. What do you think?
I see some of like the guys dressed out here in LA who like have like the nice like pretty like
sometimes
fashion sense. It's nice. Like they look good.
Yeah, they
and then, like I like or Christmas and like his birthday and everything for Jack, I literally get him like the clothes I want him to wear.
Yeah.
I'm like, you would look so good.
I like it when they let you dress them. Oh my god, I met this one guy who like hadn't gone shopping and he was on The Bachelor. I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay.
I feel like you have all girls, so I feel like they're not gonna see
No,
this. It doesn't really
literally
matter
no
what I
one.
do. Because I made a TikTok about it. He, when I got to his house, he hadn't gone shopping since he was on the show, and he was on the show like 4 years ago. And that sounds bad, but it was like hot somehow. He's like, I don't care about clothes. I just get them sent to me for free. I don't know. It was hot somehow.
Dude, I feel like being on The Bachelor /
Cringe,
Bachelorette,
yeah.
like, well, first of all, you have to be a different breed of person, I feel like.
Girls, it's okay. Guys, it's
Yeah.
not okay.
Like, you cannot honestly tell me that. The people who go on The Bachelor are there.
No one
To
is
get
there for
engaged.
love.
Like, they're there for
You are
followers.
not there for
No.
love. There's absolutely no way. You don't. When you're in casting, okay, I went through casting, by the way. Didn't make it on the show. I was in like the last round, which is crazy. Even that was like. So I learned a lot about the process. But you didn't know. We didn't know who the lead was. You don't know who the lead was the entire time.
Yeah.
Even when you know after you get cast, after they send you like your acceptance thing, you don't even like. There's no way you're there for love. Like you're just not. Maybe like back in the day when it was like JoJo or whatever. She was just really hot. I just really liked her a lot. Like if anyway.
Yeah. Like shows like
That one, I would fall in love with her.
You would do so well on a show like that, though. I want you to go on like a dating show of some sort.
I just feel like it would be a waste of it. Dude, I am like kind of mean to guys. I just feel like I wouldn't connect with the guy, and then I would just go home and I would be known forever as the girl from The Bachelor.
True.
You know? And I don't want to do that because then like no one will take me seriously.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better because I didn't get cast. But for real, I feel like it was like not meant to happen.
Wait, what was the casting process like? Like what was
It was
like
for
the
Matt
most-
James. No, it was for this season. What's his name?
Clayton?
season.
Stop.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. But I was only
Oh my
22,
Yeah.
so I mean it was right before. I
Did you have to
turned
do
22.
anything like weird or toxic during the casting?
They kept. They were just trying to find out if I was like. They like see who's willing to be a character and who's like. I really want like they typecast you based on that. So they have enough characters and then like hopeless romantic. So when you're a girl going through the process, you have to like
the
decide.
Shanae and the Rachel.
The Shanae and the Rachel, yeah. And I was like trying to low key be a Rachel just because even though I am character, I don't know. I just like.
You would be like the villain, but not for being like mean to people.
No, yeah, I wouldn't be.
You would be
I'm
like
not
the,
mean.
you would be like doing like funny shit.
I would just be drinking or something.
Yeah.
Like, I would be partying. So yeah.
No, I feel like you would give similar vibes to Gabby. Like just
That's
like
the thing is,
fun girl.
I would be a Gabby, I think.
Yeah.
Gabby. I like to think, but like I also feel like I wouldn't. If my friends liked the same guy as me, I would just give them so much advice. I'd be like, dude, you should blah blah, and then I'd be like, wait, she's competing against me. Yeah, it wouldn't. I just don't know how that would work with me. I don't think it would be good for me to go on.
Yeah, I could definitely like see you doing something like that, but I feel like for your mental health, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, for my mental health, dude, I'm already like unstable sometimes. So right now, I'm a little bit unstable. But
I know like a suspicious amount of people who have gone through like the casting, either
Yeah.
male or female.
I wasn't gonna tell people, but like I don't really. Why
It's
do I
way
care
more
now?
common than people think.
I should make a TikTok about that because in the beginning I was embarrassed I didn't get on. But
Oh,
like
yeah,
now
not
I don't
embarrassing.
care.
Do you know how many people apply? The fact you even got a casting is like
Yeah,
crazy.
that was great, and I got pretty far deep into it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool just because I used to be such a fan. But then I started meeting all of you.
I know. Well, you meet everyone in Nashville.
Oh yeah, Nashville
all
is like
over
the mecca. Nashville is like the mecca of Bachelor Nation. You meet all of them. But I was on. Oh my god, I was on Nick Viall's podcast too.
Oh my god.
That was crazy.
Expose him. What?
No,
Not
I
yet.
love it. I stood in his DMs though, like before he had a girlfriend, and made it kind of awkward. That's all I'll say.
Okay, so
Love him, though.
she slides into his DMs
Yeah.
years ago.
2019, and then the next he obviously didn't open it, didn't read it. I sent in his DMs, and then like 3 days later, apparently I was like off the rails when I was 19. I don't even know. The next DM was "You're dead to me" because he didn't answer. I was like, "Never mind, you're dead to me." And then the next DM is 3 years later, and he's like, "Hi Becca, I love your content. I would love for you to come be on my show." Just not addressing the two awkwardest DMs ever. Like so cringy, so bad. Careful who you send DMs to. Unsend them.
No, I know, but then
I don't remember doing that. So.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever do side in DMs? I used
Not
to.
anymore. When I had like my personal account, I think I did.
I used to be a fiend.
I remember I slid into like one like this was a long time ago, pre-Jack, like one like
Mhm.
Bachelor person's like DMs one
Which
time because I thought he was like super fine.
Who was it? You don't know.
I don't want to say it.
Okay.
I'm too
Tell me
embarrassed.
after.
I'm too embarrassed.
Dude, I'm not. I'll tell
I
everyone
think
about
his
it.
name was like Ben or something.
Oh, Ben.
I
Yeah,
know.
Ben.
But it wasn't like a flirty DM. It was like, hey, you're doing great this season. Ew!
Ew, that's even worse. You should have said, I want to make out with you. That's how. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna get in trouble. I almost exposed completely.
You're like, that's how I made out with like oh
Never mind.
my god.
Yeah.
No, seriously. But I thought before I started doing like influencer stuff, I thought these people, like the Bachelor people, everything, were so out of reach.
So
like,
out of reach, dude. They're walking among us. Like they're among us.
like it's so easy to.
Rachel went to our school.
Yeah,
Rachel went to our college.
I know.
I forgot about that.
Well, I got a Snapchat from a girl who went to OU, and she was like,
Rachel DM'd me.
"Oh my god, really?"
Yeah, a month ago. She was like, "I love your TikTok. Thanks for calling it back."
She worked at Courtside.
She worked at my favorite bar.
And this girl on my Snapchat messaged me. She's like, "Oh my god, the girl from The Bachelor broke up a fight I was in Courtside." I was like, "Oh."
She would. She's like iconic. She's the Bachelorette, and she like worked like I don't know. That's insane. They're like among you because they love the Midwest people too.
Yeah.
That's where they like get them from. So.
That's true. There's been a lot of Ohio girls.
They love, like, because they don't want you to be from LA because that's, like, obvious.
Yeah.
Or Miami or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or New York.
Oh, what's your favorite, like, city you've been to, like, party or just travel?
I really liked New York a
That
lot.
was so fun.
I liked New York and I like it here. It might be here.
No, we haven't done, like, the club situation here.
I know. We should go out to a club.
I know we need to. I don't know what it's like out here. It's like, I don't know.
It's scary. Like, remember that Abby told us that, like,
oh my god.
Abby told us.
Fuck with LA's, like,
my friend told us that, like, she brought a girl to a party kind of thing, and, like, the guy that invited her said that her friend wasn't cute. To her face said, "I'm sorry, your friend isn't cute enough to come in."
And Abby, her friend, shows us the girl. She's so
cute,
hot.
What? Not just the most beautiful girl. I cannot believe to her face, and the girl was so distraught because that's awful. You cannot say that to another human.
I would freak out.
She flew home. She was like crying. So not to expose her, but I don't mean
I know we didn't say her name.
That's like how sad.
That's like so insane. Like that, I will say that shit happens in LA, but I haven't found that like really happening anywhere else, which is why I can't bring myself to move here. And it's also like
New York, it happens a little bit.
A little bit, but only for like the, I guess like for clubbing maybe or like promoters.
Because remember they were like looking at that. Remember that club we went to? They were like looking at everyone's outfits, kind of.
Oh yeah, you have to like be wearing heels. Like there's dress codes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then last night that JC, Carly's friend, was telling us that he went to like a party or was it a club, and they were like pointing at people and deciding who was the attractive people, and like those people could come in. That's how it worked instead of lines.
Dude, everyone in LA is so gorgeous.
Everyone is beautiful here.
A lot of people, not everyone, but most people have,
Work
nose
done.
job, filler,
Mhm.
Botox, everything. Like, more power to you, sis. Get it. But when I come here and I see these girls, I'm like, oh my god, like they're
It's hard.
breathtaking.
It's hard. Yeah. It's like
they
going
look like
from-
FaceApp and Facetune.
in real life. Yeah.
In real life.
Well, they have access to. I mean, once you're here, you start hearing like where everyone goes. Kind
the
of
best
like,
doctors,
you hear
the
like
best
about the doctor.
estheticians,
And once you're in with that world, you're in with that world, and like they have anyway. There's beautiful like celebrities and people you see have just more access and knowledge, like to like the newest beauty products, like the newest filler. There's like a new thing you can get filler in your boobs now or something.
What?
Yeah, it's like an underground thing.
Underground.
Yeah, they're like testing it. Yeah, so there's just like new technology for celebrities. So
That's so crazy.
and celebrities get them first. All the work and everything.
Yeah.
So
Dude, that's insane. It is just crazy. Like, I like to come to LA just for, like the branding trips and the good weather and the beach vibes and just like connecting. But like long term, I'm like interested to see how you like living here because it's like scary to me. I feel like everyone's scary.
I'm moving here for a month in April, but I just have to do it to know if I should be here or not.
Yeah.
And I don't know about long term. Like I would never have. I don't think I would have poor kids. Like I would never have kids
Oh
here.
my god! Unless you become like a Real Housewife of like Beverly Hills.
I just want to protect them. Like kids cannot handle. I don't think kids should be in this environment. It's just so it's a little bit toxic.
I agree.
It's like you have to make sure you're like mentally okay. So like I'm not even kidding. Like it's hard already.
Yeah.
I can kind of tell.
But once you are out here, like we just said about like the Bachelor people are among us, you see everyone. Like
And they're usually nice.
Yeah, they're nice. Like you see them everywhere. Like it is true. Like if you are trying to like mingle and like be a socialite and like climb the ladder, whatever, as far as influencers go, like
You can.
you can do it very easily in LA.
You don't even have to have like followers. You can just move to LA. If you want to move to LA, just move to LA.
Do it.
My friends did it. And they're like doing fine. They're doing great.
Yeah.
Look at them. They brought us to like a crazy pool. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. You can do whatever you want, basically.
Yeah.
You're not like bound to a life of like misery forever. You know? You don't have to like, if you hate your job, quit your dude, I've had 20 jobs. Quit.
Was it by choice though?
Well, some of them.
And some of them got fired.
Some of them I did get fired. But you can just quit.
Oh, exactly. I love that, and I also love what you said earlier. I feel like that's like a solid place for us to kind of like wrap this up on. It's like earlier you said like you don't die after you leave college.
No.
Like your life isn't over after
Baby,
you
mine had not even begun. Not even until like months and months I started they're doing content.
And it's like you don't die after you have
No.
kids. You don't die after you get a full-time job. Like it sounds cliche, and I know that we are most definitely coming from like a place of privilege because we live this life of ease and managing our own time and doing everything. But even if you are working 9 to 5, it's like you can create a lifestyle for yourself that you genuinely enjoy. And if you aren't enjoying your life right now, like you gotta change it.
I used to hate like random people and then I realized like I'm just jealous of them. So like if I'm jealous of someone, I started like recognizing what I'm jealous about that person, and like trying to do that for myself. You know.
Yeah.
So reflect. If you are like mad at I don't know someone that you think is doing better than you, like identify what it is that you're mad at yourself. Honestly. Yeah. So.
No, I totally agree with that. Like. It is crazy. It's like we talked about this earlier in the episode together, but you just take your insecurities out in so many different ways, whether it's on other people, on yourself via editing. It's like at the end of the day, you're your own harshest critic, and at the end of the day, you have the power. This sounds so cliche. You have the power to change your life. If you're living a life you don't fucking like right now, the time to change it is now.
I did it, dude. I lived with a year. I had like $200 in my bank account. Lived with my mom, who like, no offense, hated living with my mom. And like did not want. I was like, yeah, my life was miserable. Okay, and I like did anything. I did anything I could to like get out, and you can too, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like this sounds so dramatic, and it's like coming from us who are, like have now I guess made it or whatever in this space, but it is really possible. And I don't know, it's like whatever your goal is, whether that's becoming a CEO of your own business or the CEO of a finance firm or whatever you want to do, whichever route you want to take, you can do
Other
it.
people are doing it, so why not you?
Yeah.
Like if Kim Kardashian did it.
You gotta work.
Yeah.
I mean, it just feels like no one
wants to work these days.
I can't believe I know that's what we sound like right now.
Yeah,
Is that
I
what we
know.
sound like?
I hope
God,
not.
I hope not.
Because guess what? I don't really work that much, you know? I mean, I do. Not really. But.
Yeah.
Like, my brain just doesn't work like that. I'm just saying, but I did have to put in the work to get to a point where, like, now all I have to do for a while is just make a TikTok. But to get to that point, I had to take a lot of risks. I gave up my 9 to 5 secure salary, but it's because I knew I would be miserable.
No, exactly. And I'm a firm believer in, like, you shouldn't wake up and hate your life. You know what I mean? It's like, even if that means that you're gonna live below where you want to live for a couple years while you're like trying to figure out what you want to do, I'd rather not live a luxurious lifestyle and like enjoy my life than be like grinding and hate my life.
Oh no.
But like come home to a penthouse. Like
that's so awful. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
And when in doubt, you can just get a sugar daddy.
You can seriously get it.
Only
it's so easy.
Do whatever you gotta do.
It's so easy. Also, yeah, you can do that. Also, I had to do that through college. I didn't have sugar daddies, okay, but I was like one of those apps sending like fake nudes from Google Images.
Oh my God.
When I got fired from the cafe. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, the cafe drve you to do that?
Yeah, I was so poor. I got fired from the fucking
Ohio University here.
cafe. Yeah, Baker Cafe.
Oh my God.
And I had no money. I literally would go on Tumblr, like the nudes of like the 19-year-old girls and crop out the head and send them to sugar daddy.
This is
we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah, getting concerning. Oh my god.
I've told way too many secrets. Like, I don't know what it is about being on this podcast.
Maybe the episode should be called Becca Tells All.
This is like my top. I've never told those are things that I keep to myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I just
It's
gave you a lot of exclusive stories.
I know. I could
Oh my
write an
God.
expose at this point.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Anyone, I could do it on my. I just do it naturally to myself. Like I just tell everyone.
God.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
All right, guys.
Don't tell.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't. I'll sue you.
Oh my! I'll sue you. Anyone who listens to this has signed an NDA.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, Becca, thanks for being my first guest.
I can't believe I just told all of your listeners all my secrets. Okay, thank you for having me. But I'm so embarrassed. Whatever, I don't care.
It'll be
It's
fine.
nothing
It's
I
a
would
safe
eventually
place.
say.
No, I've like exposed myself on so many of these episodes, like from things like depression to money. To, like,
Yeah, I used to
crazy
never.
things.
I used to swear to God I would never tell anyone that I face tuned. I deleted the evidence from my Instagram and swore I would just keep it a secret. But then I don't know. What's the point?
We keep it real.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep it real. All right, guys. And if you see Becca in the White House in a few years, respectfully call her Madam President.
That would be actually pretty awesome if you guys could vote in 2024.
Oh,
That would just be kind of fun. So yeah.
But we are going to go and get some dinner now. We're still in LA, like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode when I was introing for her. We are in LA right now, and I think, you're here till Sunday. I'm heading out on Friday, but we're going to grab some dinner tonight and head out. But thanks for listening. I hope you guys liked this episode, and I hope that if you watched it, you liked it, because this is our first video type of episode before on YouTube.
Oh my God, this is like
I never
exclusive.
video.
Aw.
In Ohio.
You could do this. What?
No, there's no good place.
Yeah, not a cute background.
No.
But you could do make this a YouTube video and make it a fun. People that do YouTube
Yeah.
videos
Yeah, I'm
Is
gonna
there-
make a YouTube for it's on YouTube now as you're watching it. But yeah. Alright guys, thanks for listening. Bye!